The year is 1918, and everyone is at peace, particularly America, extremely rich due to oil, shipbuilders, and guns, having just ended the First World War and sent their troops home. It created a document called the Treaty of Versailles, and we're top of the signatures right there.
They also in 1919 created a thing called the League of Nations. Goals for the league were simple. No more wars, don't build stuff for war, help each other so no war. If one wants to go do war, we leave them alone till they stop. Basically no war. They were headed by this man who had a high philosophy in being peaceful so much so he set about a guideline for points for countries to follow. He seemed everyone would be at peace.
The Spanish flu decimated America in the 1910s and early 1920s, and sure, there were like 500,000 deaths, but like we don't talk about that. Anyways, they also signed a thing called the Washington Naval Treaty, which basically was this thing, and they just took ships and then got rid of ships and then kept all those half. Goals for the Washington Naval Treaty include don't build big ships, they cause war. Ships with planes maybe, but no. Or smaller, weak nations just get good. Basically, this infuriated Japan because you see, Japan was on a literal money spending spree with its 8-8 program, which was to build 8 battleships and 8 battle cruisers, which would break the balance. But the treaty forced them to abandon the project, so they converted some of them to aircraft carriers, which carried planes and go pew pew. But that won't haunt America until later. Anyways, back to America.
Now America for the 20s was doing quite well. Sure, there was no alcohol, but times were good until the stock market tumbled. The stock market tumbled which resulted in a major economic downturn called the Big Sad, which killed 30% of the GDP America had. This had to be changed quickly, so another man introduced the New Deal, which was to make America great again. Basically, you build stuff which makes people earn money, which makes money go boom.
Then the London Naval Treaty came around, which had the following goals. Ships are bad, no more ships. Ships underwater bad, no ship underwater. Stop building ships, please. Which America outright ignored since everyone else didn't really care about it much. And boom, we're back to building ships again.
Now Japan has started to attack China for a while now, so America finally realized that Japan was doing the no-no, so they go to Japan and go, this is bad. To which no response, so they wait. Then Germany declares war a few years later, so America sees Britain in trouble. Britain essentially now needed materials fast, so America starts building ships and sending them over for a field going boom.
More booms until in 1941 when America finally sees Japan doing the no-nos. Oh, America goes no freedom oil. This makes Japan mad, and so on December 7th, 1941, they launch a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor. Ships go boom and people go oof. This makes America mad, and they declare war. Over the course of about 3 years, ships go boom, people disappear, and on June 6, 1944, Allied forces invade Normandy and begin the task of liberating Europe, which marks the start of the end.
Now fast forward to 1945 and Japan still hasn't been defeated, so America decided to start dropping firebombs on cities, resulting in lots of deaths. But this doesn't stop because oh boy, there's still 2 suns on the way, and those get dropped too. Oh, and then the war ended. And they apologized for dropping the suns a few years later.
Okay, but what does all this mean? Because all this information with no connection is just gonna give you a 0 on your final exam. Well, throughout the 20s and 30s, although set back a bit, America was able to build up from its strengths and, with its limited budget, create technological advances. During the Second World War, America was able to pump out literally everything in ways that weren't able to comprehend. Anything from food to ships to guns to planes to gloves, they got them all. The general vibe America gave during the Second World War was that one person you didn't want to mess with or you're dead.
America initially didn't want to join the war, but because they were invoked into a situation where they didn't have a choice, America was able to show its aggressor who's boss. So, to sum it up, Big Boy destroys smaller boys by pushing so much influence they literally and metaphorically disappear off the map. Okay, so although this has been a parody, please understand that people died during all these times, and although it is somewhat okay now to use jokes to help you understand historical context, please do not use this language when you're around people that would destroy your life, as their very behavior may very well end up causing your reputation and career.
Anyways, stay safe and maybe see you around. This is a video interpretation of events that happened to America during a 30-year time span. All credits for the photos go to the respective owner or owners, which means any licensing should be sought through them. We have no idea what the contacts for these people are, as we simply right-clicked and click Save As. So please don't sue us, as we don't have any money to spare. Roll outtakes.
Now Japan has started to attack China for a while now, so America oh fuck. Now America for the 20s was doing quite well. Sure, there was no alcohol, but I'm recording it.
Wait, undo. Uh-oh. Uh... The year is 19... The year is 19 and everyone is at peace. Jesus.
They also in 9-9. I hear my own voice. Now America for the 20s were oh shit. Oh. America initially didn't want to join the war, but now fast forward.
The year is 1918.